When Allah chooses you, no secret stays hidden, no enemy can prevail, and no destiny can be denied. Chosen ones, have you ever felt like there was something about you that even you couldn't explain? A weight on your soul, a pull toward the unseen, a sense that your life is not ordinary but divinely orchestrated. That is not your imagination, it is a secret from Allah unfolding within you. The truth is, Allah does not keep His chosen ones in the dark forever. There comes a moment when the veil is lifted, when what was hidden in the cosmic realm is revealed to your heart, and suddenly everything begins to make sense. You realize that your struggles were never random, your pain was never wasted, and your isolation was never without purpose. These are not coincidences. They are signs, whispers from the divine, reminders that you were chosen before you even entered this world. And today, we will uncover 7 powerful lessons, cosmic secrets that Allah cannot keep from you any longer, because it is time for you to step into who you truly are. Chosen one, before you were given a body, before you were placed in the womb of your mother, before this world even knew your name, your soul had already testified to the oneness of Allah. When Allah gathered all of creation in the unseen realm, He asked every soul, "Am I not your Lord?" And we all responded, "Yes, indeed, you are our Lord." But there is something unique about the chosen ones. You carry an echo of that testimony deep within you, a memory that refuses to die. This is why, no matter how far you drift, no matter what mistakes you make, your heart cannot fully settle in rebellion against Allah. Something always pulls you back. Something whispers to your soul that you were created for more. This is the cosmic secret Allah reveals to you. Your awakening is not new, it is remembrance. You are not discovering truth for the first time. You are remembering what your soul already knew before your body ever touched this earth. This explains why you have always felt different, why you could never fit into the molds the world tried to force upon you. Others can drown in distractions and remain asleep, but you feel restless in falsehood, uncomfortable in lies, uneasy in sin. Even when you tried to silence your heart, it kept burning with a longing for something greater, because chosen ones cannot betray the covenant their souls made with Allah. You may not recall it with your tongue, but your spirit remembers, and every trial you faced was Allah's way of shaking that memory awake inside you. That is why your journey has never been easy, because Allah was chiseling away everything false, so your soul could finally align with the truth it already bore witness to. So understand this, chosen one, when you feel a sense of déjà vu in your spiritual awakening, when you feel as though you have always known Allah deep within, even before you could name Him, that is not coincidence. It is your primordial covenant speaking. It is your soul remembering what your body forgot. And once Allah awakens this memory in you, there is no turning back. You will forever be pulled toward Him because He chose you long before the world ever saw your face. Chosen one, have you ever wondered why your life has been marked by storms that others never had to face? Why your road has been filled with betrayal, rejection, loneliness, and pain that seemed unbearable at times? The secret is this: Allah never burdens a soul beyond what it can bear, but He also never entrusts greatness to a soul without first testing its capacity. Your struggles were not accidents, they were divine assignments. Every scar you carry is not evidence of weakness, but proof of your training. Allah wrote those trials into your life story, not to crush you, but to awaken the hidden strengths He placed inside you before you were even born. Think of Yusuf, peace be upon him. He was betrayed by his own brothers, sold into slavery, imprisoned unjustly, all before his rise. Each struggle seemed like a setback, but in reality, each one unlocked a deeper layer of his strength, his patience, and his closeness to Allah. Without the well, there would have been no palace. Without the prison, there would have been no throne. So too with you, chosen one. The betrayals that broke your heart were designed to teach you discernment. The loneliness that crushed you was written so you could learn to find companionship in Allah. The failures that humiliated you were necessary so you could learn to stand without pride. Every single wound was preparing you for the power you now carry. And here is the divine secret. The very things that nearly destroyed you became the fuel that now empowers you. Others may pity you for your past, but in truth, your past is your crown. While the world sees only scars, Allah sees proof that you endured His training, proof that you were strong enough to handle what would have killed another. Your struggles are the evidence that you were chosen. Allah does not prepare ordinary people with extraordinary pain. He reserves that path for those He intends to elevate. So never again look at your hardships as curses. They were cosmic keys, unlocking doors of wisdom, resilience, and tawakkul that no easy life could have ever given you. Your struggles are not random, they are revelation. Allah's way of whispering to you, I was always shaping you for something greater than yourself. Chosen one, have you noticed how people respond to you in ways you cannot explain? Some are drawn to you instantly, while others feel an unexplainable discomfort in your presence. Some trust you with their deepest secrets without knowing why, while others resent you without reason. This is not coincidence. It is the unseen truth of who you are. Allah placed a light inside you, a nur that was born not from your words or actions alone, but from your connection to Him. And that light cannot be hidden, no matter how much you try to blend in or go unnoticed. The world reacts to your energy before your tongue even moves, because your very presence reveals what is hidden in people's hearts. Look at the life of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Even before revelation, he was known as Al-Amin, the trustworthy. People felt his truth before he ever delivered the message. Some loved him, drawn to his light, while others hated him, their darkness exposed by the purity of his soul. The same reality plays out in your life. You are not loved or hated for superficial reasons alone. People are responding to what your spirit carries. Your light stirs what they try to keep buried. For the sincere, it awakens love and comfort. For the arrogant, it provokes envy and hostility. You become a mirror they cannot avoid, a walking reminder of truth they would rather suppress. This is the secret. Allah made you a disruptor of falsehood without you even trying. That is why you often feel misunderstood. People project their hidden insecurities onto you, and their reactions are less about you and more about what your presence exposes in them. Some will feel peace around you, as if your energy heals their wounds. Others will feel uneasy, because your spirit confronts the lies they live in. Do not be surprised when you silence rooms with your arrival, or when people confess truths they never meant to share. It is Allah's light working through you, not your doing. So, chosen one, embrace this. You were never meant to blend in with the crowd. Your presence itself is a sign. When Allah chooses someone, He clothes them in a light that no darkness can ignore. The world will always react, sometimes with love, sometimes with hostility, but either way, your existence is proof that Allah's truth still walks the earth through the souls he has set apart. Chosen one, you may have wondered why your life has often felt like isolation, why doors closed when you thought they should open, why people overlooked you even when you had the ability, the knowledge, or the heart to contribute. The truth is, Allah was not neglecting you. He was training you in the hidden chambers of life. Just like a pearl grows in darkness beneath the ocean, or like a seed must break underground before it rises to the light, you were concealed so that you could develop in silence. The world may not have seen your struggles, your tears, or your prayers whispered in the night, but Allah did. And it was in that hiddenness where He shaped you into the person you are becoming. Look at the stories of the prophets, peace be upon them. Musa, peace be upon him, was raised in the house of Pharaoh, hidden from his true identity until Allah revealed his mission. Muhammad, peace be upon him, would retreat to the cave of Hira, alone in silence, until revelation descended. Even Yusuf, peace be upon him, spent years in a prison cell before being unveiled as a leader. This is the divine pattern. Before Allah reveals His chosen ones, He hides them. The hidden chamber is where humility is forged, where sincerity is purified, and where the reliance on Allah becomes unshakable. The cosmic secret here is that concealment is not rejection, it is protection. Allah knows the world was not ready to see you too soon. Had He unveiled you before your time, people would have misjudged, mishandled, or even destroyed the gift He placed in you. That is why the silence felt so heavy, the loneliness so crushing, the invisibility so unfair. It was not abandonment, it was a shield. Allah was saying, not yet. Grow more, heal more, trust me more, and every moment you spent hidden was another moment of divine strengthening. So, chosen one, when you look back at the seasons where you felt unseen and forgotten, remember this: Allah was training you in His private chambers. He was shaping your character, building your resilience, and preparing your heart for the weight of responsibility you are about to carry. You were not meant to stay hidden forever, but you could not be revealed until your soul was ready. And now, as Allah lifts the veil, the world will see not just who you are, but who He has been preparing all along. Chosen one of the greatest secrets Allah reveals to His people is that even the schemes of their enemies are woven into the fabric of their destiny. You may think those who betrayed you, slandered you, envied you, or tried to break you were obstacles in your path. But in truth, they were instruments in Allah's plan. Their cruelty pushed you closer to Allah. Their rejection forced you into the arms of the most merciful. Their plots became the very path by which Allah elevated you. The divine irony is this: your enemies worked harder for your success than your friends ever did, without even realizing it. Think of Yusuf, peace be upon him. His own brothers, consumed by jealousy, plotted to destroy him. They threw him into a well, believing they had buried his future. But what they actually did was carry him one step closer to the throne Allah had already decreed for him. The prison they thought would silence him became the platform that revealed his gift of dream interpretation. The betrayal they meant for harm became the very engine of his elevation. And Allah reminds us, indeed they plan, but Allah also plans. And Allah is the best of planners. Quran 8:30. Chosen one, the same is true for you. Every insult sharpened your strength. Every betrayal trained your heart in resilience. Every plot that was made against you became fuel for your reliance on Allah. If your enemies had not betrayed you, you might have stayed in places Allah wanted you to leave. If they had not rejected you, you might have settled for a destiny far smaller than the one Allah had written. Do you see the secret now? They were never truly your enemies. They were unwilling servants of Allah's greater plan. So never curse the storms they sent your way. Without them, you would not have been forced to climb higher. Without them, you would not have discovered the power Allah placed inside you. Without them, you would not have tasted the sweetness of being chosen, protected and carried by Allah Himself. Their plots were real, their hatred was real, but Allah's decree was greater. And in the end, it is not their names that are remembered, it is yours. Because you are the chosen one, and Allah always writes victory for those who trust in Him. Chosen one, there is a truth about your life that many around you fail to understand. You are not sustained by resources, connections, or worldly safety nets. You are sustained by Allah. When others wonder how you survived storms that should have drowned you, how you rose again after being buried under layers of betrayal, how you smiled through pain that would have destroyed another, the answer is simple: Tawakkul. You are living proof that reliance on Allah is not a concept, not a verse to recite, not a theory to admire. It is a reality, a force that carries human beings when the world turns its back on them. Allah chose you to embody this truth so that through your life, others would see His power at work. Look at the pattern of the prophets. Peace be upon them. Musa, peace be upon him, stood before the Red Sea with an army behind him and no escape ahead. By logic, it was over. But Tawakkul is not bound by logic. He declared, "Indeed, my Lord is with me, He will guide me." And the sea split, proving that trust in Allah transforms impossibility into deliverance. Maryam, peace be upon her, alone, rejected, and in labor under a palm tree, was told by Allah to shake the trunk of the tree so dates would fall. How could a woman in her state shake a tree? Yet Allah was showing her and us that effort plus tawakkul unlocks miracles. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in the cave of Thar while the enemies searched above him, reassured his companion Abu Bakr, "Do not grieve. Indeed, Allah is with us, that trust made them untouchable. And chosen one, your life mirrors these stories in hidden ways." Think about it. How many times did you reach the edge when you thought you would lose everything, when you were sure it was the end, yet Allah opened a door you never imagined? How many times did you walk away from support, resources, or people you thought you needed, only to find Allah replace them with better in ways you could not explain? This is not coincidence. This is Tawakkul. And you, chosen one, are the walking evidence that it works. You are the ayah in flesh and blood, the sign Allah uses to remind others. And whoever relies upon Allah, then He is sufficient for him. Quran 65:3. But here lies the secret. Chosen ones are tested in this more than anyone else. Allah strips away your safety nets so that you learn to lean on Him alone. Where others have people to fall back on, you often have only dua. Where others have wealth or status to shield them, you have only sujood in the middle of the night. Where others see solutions, you are placed in dead ends, so you can witness with your own eyes that Allah makes a way out where no way exists. This is why your life often feels harder, lonelier, riskier. Because Allah is not building you on human guarantees, He is building you on divine certainty. And through this, something extraordinary happens. You become untouchable. Not because harm never reaches you, but because harm never defeats you. People watch in confusion when you rise again and again after setbacks, and they cannot explain it. They may think you are simply resilient, But the truth is, resilience is only the surface. What holds you up is Tawakkul, your anchor in Allah. When the winds blow, others are uprooted, but you bend and return upright, because your roots are deep in His decree. Chosen one, your life is not just for you. Allah made you a living testimony. Others who watch you, even in silence, are learning that Allah is real, that He provides, that He saves, that He never abandons. Your victories, your survival, your quiet endurance, they are not just your story, they are dawah without words. You are proof that Tawakkul is not weakness. It is the greatest power a human can carry. So when you feel tired, when you wonder why Allah keeps putting you in situations where you have nothing but Him, remember, this is the honor of the chosen ones. He made you His living proof, His walking miracle, His sign in the earth. And as long as you keep relying on Him, He will keep writing stories through your life that make the impossible possible. You are not just surviving. You are showing the world that reliance on Allah is the ultimate weapon, the ultimate shield, and the ultimate secret of true strength. Chosen one, you must understand this. Your story is not ordinary, and your rise will not be quiet. When Allah chooses someone, their elevation is not just a personal breakthrough. It is an event that shifts the atmosphere, that ripples through generations, that terrifies those who built their lives upon falsehood. Your rise is not about you alone. It is about the manifestation of Allah's decree in front of a world that doubted you, belittled you, and buried you. The very people who mocked you in your weakness will tremble when they see you standing in strength, because it will not just be your victory, it will be Allah's proof that He raises whom He wills, when He wills, and how He wills. Think about the story of Yusuf, peace be upon him. When he sat in prison, forgotten by those he helped, it seemed as though his destiny had been delayed forever. But the day came when Allah unfolded His plan, and Yusuf was not only freed, he was elevated to a position of power that no one could have predicted. His rise shook Egypt. Those who betrayed him had to come bow before him. This is the pattern of divine elevation. When Allah lifts you, He does it in such a way that the world cannot deny it. And chosen one, the same is written for you. The struggles, the betrayals, the seasons of being hidden, they were all the prologue to a rise that will echo. This is why your enemies fear you so much. Even before your rise has come, they sense it. They attack, they slander, they try to dim your light. Not because of who you are right now, but because of who they know you are becoming. They see the signs before you do. Their fear is the clearest evidence of your destiny. They know that once Allah unveils you, their lies will collapse, their masks will fall, their power will wither. That is why they fight you so viciously. But what they forget is this: no one can block what Allah has written. When He decrees elevation, the entire universe bends to His command. Your rise will shake the earth, not because you seek fame or recognition, but because your story will expose the systems of falsehood around you. Your victory will not be silent. It will be a message. Those who laughed at your faith will witness the fruits of Tawakkul. Those who mocked your prayers will see how sujood builds empires no hand can destroy. Those who thought you would remain in chains will realize that Allah's chosen ones cannot be caged forever. This is not arrogance, it is divine reality. Allah raises His chosen not for their glory, but for His. Through your rise, people will remember His name. Through your rise, countless hearts will return to Him. But here lies a cosmic secret. The rise of the Chosen One is never just for personal satisfaction. It is for the Ummah. When Allah elevates you, He entrusts you with responsibility. You become a source of hope for the broken, a sign for the doubters, a reminder for the heedless. Your story becomes dawah. Your victory becomes guidance. Your success becomes proof that Allah never abandons His servants. The weight of your rise is heavy, but it is also sacred. This is why your preparation was so intense, because what you are about to carry is not small. And Chosen One, know this: your rise will not just shake those who oppose you, it will shake you too. When Allah elevates you, you will look back and weep, realizing that every sleepless night, every heartbreak, every silent prayer was worth it. You will finally see why He delayed you, why He hid you, why He broke you down only to rebuild you stronger. You will understand that nothing was wasted, nothing was random, nothing was meaningless. It was all divine choreography, leading you to this moment. So stand firm, Chosen One. Your rise is closer than you think. And when it comes, it will not be a whisper. It will be an earthquake. It will shift the lives of those around you. It will silence your enemies. It will inspire the weary. And it will glorify the name of Allah in ways you cannot yet imagine. The earth will remember your rise because it will not just be yours. It will be Allah's sign, His decree, His proof that no force on earth can stop the destiny of the Chosen Ones. Chosen Ones, now you see it. None of this was random, none of it meaningless. Allah has been guiding you, shaping you, and revealing cosmic truths step by step until you are strong enough to carry them. Every scar, every heartbreak, every betrayal, they were never meant to break you but to awaken you. You are not just surviving, you are rising as proof that Allah's will always prevails. Remember, this is bigger than you. Your journey is part of a divine plan, one that shakes the unseen realms and terrifies those who oppose the truth. So walk forward with certainty, because when Allah chooses someone, no power in the heavens or on earth can stop them. This is your time, and the secret is no longer hidden. If this message touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Wisdom of the Prophets. So together we can spread light, strength, and the truth of Allah's chosen ones to the world. Until next time, stay firm, stay patient, and stay connected to the one who chose you before creation itself.